Nothing says summer like a delicious classic cheeseburger at a cookout. And joining me in the Charlie Wilson KitchenAid kitchen with a quick and easy recipe to kick up your next cookout up a notch is Kelly Beard with the Kentucky Beef Council. Now, we love a classic. I mean, this just screams summer to me, and you have the best tips for this because a lot of people, this is probably like their first beef recipe they ever make.
Yeah, we like to, at our office, just talk about it's the king of the grill. So this is what we're thinking about. It's automatically when I hear summer grilling, I'm dreaming of being out by the pool or being out by the grill and having classic cheeseburgers, or maybe you're making some beef hot dogs, but it truly encapsulates beef grilling for me.
And these patties are stacked so high. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's an 8-ounce patty. So that is about half a pound of beef on your burger. So of course, if you're making it at home, most people will lean towards 4 to 6 ounces, and that's just enough. That is plenty. But we have loaded them up just truly to see that all-star of the recipe being that beef patty.
And these are, again, just so customizable. I mean, some people don't even like cheese on it. I'm like kind of one of those people, but I'm not like a big fan of cheese. But I mean, this looks absolutely stunning. So what did you stack it up high with today?
I stacked it up with all of my favorites. We just have all those classics. The lettuce, the cheese, tomato, red onion. I'd throw on some pickles and then all the sauces you need, whether that be ketchup or mustard or mayo. Those is what we have here. So extremely simple, extremely customizable, but all-star, a great one to fall back on whenever you need a nice recipe.
Absolutely. That leaf lettuce is just, it looks so yummy. And so what are some of the best grilling tips and tricks that people should know about to really make their burgers or any of your beef products really stand out this season?
Yeah, so as we're grilling, the worst thing that can happen is messing up, or not necessarily messing up, but causing a food safety issue. And that's the only thing I can think of that would make me not want to eat a burger again, because I love just going back. It's old and trusty. You can throw the patties on the grill, throw your favorite seasonings on it, and keep going. So I have my old trusty meat thermometer that I always bring with me, especially with a patty this large. Never guess just by looking at it. So a lot of the times, maybe if you never knew how to grill, at least I was teaching myself, and it was always, well, just look at it. And it was like I was cutting into it. I don't want to see ground beef, you're going to want to cook it to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you're looking at your meat thermometer, it's a lot easier to guess with that when you know and you can see it across the screen or on one of the more analog ones. And that makes it extremely simple whether you're cooking a burger or a steak. With a steak, medium rare, which is popular for steaks, is 145 degrees. But with a steak, you can actually take it off about 5 to 10 degrees lower than what you're looking for, because it'll continue to heat up once it's removed from the grill for about 5 to 10 degrees.
Okay, good to know on that. And so you brought your trusty little cast iron skillet here. You can actually make beef in this.
Yes, so one of the great things about this one's it's tiny, it's little. This is a serving size burger for sure. Not necessarily if you were probably entertaining for the whole crowd.
Could you imagine having just one at a time?
And you're just having to pop it up. Hopefully you don't have more than about 2 or 3 people there. But one of the biggest things, at least kind of, if you grill a lot over the summer, I don't want it to get mundane, and I don't want to be creating the same things all the time. And I love eating the same simple recipes, but you can even take it up just a notch. And some of the worst things are if you want to enjoy a nice grill recipe maybe outside and you're on your deck, and then you're thinking, but I also need to cook that inside on the stove top. If you have a grill safe dish like a cast iron skillet, it is an awesome idea if you're maybe making tacos and you had some steak tacos, or you had some ground beef in your freezer that you needed to use. Pull that cast iron skillet out, just making sure it's grill safe. Put it on your grill and you can cook that. Also, just making sure you have your little oven mitt so you can hold the handle when you get done with it so that you're not burning yourself. But really, the cast iron skillet can make it extremely simple. Or even if you're grilling something else like a beef sausage or some hot dogs that you have cut up with some veggies, put a long pan of tin foil on your grill and you can just dice it up and use it in there just like it's on like a Blackstone grill top.
Yes, I have been loving the sheet pan recipes. I make one each and every week because you could just load it up with whatever protein of choice, of course, Kentucky beef, and then, you know, slice up some vegetables, put a little bit of like some sort of glaze or something, and boom, done in like less than a half an hour.
Yeah, and you can even transform those sheet pans that are so simple and so easy and delicious. They save so much time.
Yes.
And you can transform that on the grill if you wanted to, whether that be on the cast iron skillet or just putting that tin foil out and kind of just like with a spatula if you were cooking it on the stove top. And it makes it extremely simple.
Yes, and so of course you probably have so many more tips, and that's all going to be on your website, right?
Yes, kybeef.com/beefmonth. We have our highlighted recipes, grilling tips and tricks, and we even have tabs for recipes or in the kitchen. So if maybe you wanted some more advice, or even our search engine, if you go out to the grocery store, you bought from a local producer, and maybe you got to cut a steak that you're not used to, you have like a Denver steak, and you've never heard of it, don't know what to do with it,
Yeah.
you can go to our search engine, type in the steak you have or the cut you have, and recipes and tips and tricks will come up.
Making
so it's extremely
it so
simple.
easy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, you have just geared me up for summer. I can't wait. I'm still am renting, so I don't have like a formal like big grill yet. I just have a little one. Like I mean, it's a little bit bigger than this, honestly. But you are just gearing me up with all these tips to kind of feel a little bit more comfortable on that grill.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for stopping by today. Some really great recipes. So again, just to go on their website, kybeef.com/beefmonth to learn more.